In a new Olympic sport, tank bag securing methods. Giant loop versus Nelson rig. Go! Oh no! Oh no! I thought I was gonna be way faster. Loser! Gold, bronze, silver.
Let's head outside, take a motorcycle ride across the beautiful countryside.
Jason, we made it to Athens.
Greece?
Yeah.
I didn't even remember the flight.
You didn't see the Parthenon when we went by?
How did we get the motorcycles all the way over here? Athens, Ohio.
And Athens, Greece doesn't have the Parthenon, I don't think. I think it's Rome. I've been to Rome.
Yeah,
No Colosseum.
Is there some kind of library or something?
I don't know. Tell us in the comments, what is the famous stuff in Athens? We know it's in Rome.
Yeah.
But we made it to Athens, Ohio, right as the sun was setting.
Speaking of Rome, that's what we're about to do.
Rome.
We're going to take the triple nickel, I think, on the Windy 9 today.
And check out an asylum, an insane asylum.
Ooh, ah.
Ooh.
Now look, I'm voluntary here. See, I'm not committed.
Oh, we got all kinds of fun stuff planned today, but let's finish talking about yesterday first, man.
Okay.
Most beautiful day of riding I can remember.
That
ever.
was particularly splendid, I must say. The roads were nice, the sun was nice, the temperature was nice, the rain stayed away. No major malfunctions.
It was just gorgeous
it was
riding.
Great. It was great.
Yep, the temperature in particular. I mean, you had the sun on your back. Go back and check out the last episode.
Had the sun on your back until the very end, where we had the sun right in our eyeballs.
But it was neat kind of crossing the Ohio River and then, welcome to Ohio.
There it is, your homestead away from Africa.
Yeah, I lived in Ohio for many years.
There it is.
Other section up near Dayton. But anyway.
Yeah. Today is Tuesday, the day before Wailin Wayne starts.
Yep.
So we have a day to just do whatever we want. So we're just going to ride around, do a couple of the Windy 9s, stop at a couple of sites, do a couple of things, make a couple of videos, tell you a couple of facts, and just enjoy ourselves on a lazy day. The temperature today, we woke up at about 63 degrees. It's supposed to get to be a high of 83 degrees, which is, again, perfect.
Yep.
Sunshine, not a cloud in the sky. We'll show you that later. So this should be a repeat of yesterday.
Excellent. I think Sahara and Huey are waiting.
They are waiting. We've got them packed up, and they're itching to go.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. And take a motorcycle ride across the beautiful countryside.
Gonna do a little three-point turn here, Jason, because when we left, my GPS was sort of oriented wrong. We should have gone left instead of right.
Oh well.
Athens Central Hotel last night. Thoughts?
I like it. Very interesting. The bathroom light was a bit weird. Motion sensor blinds you when you get up in the middle of the night and takes forever to turn off and things like that. But the front desk was very helpful. The breakfast was slightly disappointing. I thought perhaps that we would get a real breakfast, but no, it was a plastic breakfast. So I skipped that and had my traditional breakfast, which was coffee.
It's all good. We usually don't eat breakfast anyway.
That's pretty much the case, yes. I'll eat breakfast for lunch.
Very modern styling, and location is everything. Place is like in the heart of downtown. We could walk to our restaurant last night, walk to a bar if we wanted to. I mean, it was nice. Didn't have to get on the bikes to go find food. And very modern. I mean, the bathroom, I mean, that shower, come on now. That's got to be one of the best showers you've ever been in.
It had multiple choices for how the water hit you. But yes, we will do our day today, and then we'll go back and do that tonight in preparation for the Wailin Lane tomorrow.
So we're basically pampering ourselves before we go sleep in the dirt?
Sleep on the ground.
Awesome. Well, it's another beautiful day, you guys. I cannot believe there's no humidity. It's not like Charleston at all. It's just a nice crisp feeling in the air and
Not a cloud in the sky.
not a cloud in the sky. You said that right. Well, let's head on down to the visitor center, get some more tips and ideas on things to see and do. And maybe we can find an interesting local to talk to. I don't know. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Vámonos.
Vámonos. Cut.
The Oaks Private School, or TOPS, is an accredited private school in the state of Florida, catering to those families who have chosen to educate their students at home. TOPS delivers an official transcript that is received by colleges and even the U.S. military. Check them out online at theoaksprivateschool.com, browse their website, and see what kind of curriculums and offerings they have for you. Thanks for taking a moment to check out TOPS.
All right, ask that question again. Come back.
I don't know if he's going to want to be on it, but hey, it's fine. Okay. So,
Tell me your name again.
I'm Joel Prince.
Joel Prince.
Yeah, I work for
Nice to
Visit
meet
Athens County.
Jason. We're both photographers too.
All right, nice to meet you. Yeah.
So you're a photographer in the area?
I am. I do basically visual communications for the local visitors bureau.
Okay.
And we have the Ohio's 29 brand underneath all the things that we promote.
So we were wondering who is on the cover of the 29, but
yeah, the cover is a local rider. His name's Tim Trout, and the route that he's on is 685.
Okay.
Which is part of what we call Black Diamond Run, one of the loops that we have. Yeah, on 685, there's just a nice descent coming off the ridge, and it has some twisties, you know, or I wouldn't call them twisties, but pretty strong curves, you know, coming down. So,
did you go out specifically to photograph him, or was it just one of a bunch that you shot?
I organize photo shoots sometimes with people, and ideally I'll get a few chances, you know, with them riding back and forth.
Yeah. What is he riding?
Yeah.
We were both looking at it going, I don't know what that is.
It's a Yamaha.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
Oh shoot. I was stumped on that one. I'd have to look at the photos again. I mix all my people up, but yeah.
Because it's a front shot, and we couldn't tell what it was. Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can show you some other photos.
Yeah, that's cool.
Identify it.
Well, we thought we're like, you know, being photographers ourselves, we're like, what process went through, you know, because it's a kind of a nondescript bike. It's not a chopper. It's not a Harley. It's not a, you know,
kind of what I like
adventure bike. It's just a motorcycle.
Yeah.
So we thought maybe that was part of it. And then he immediately said, no, he knew the photographer.
Oh, really? That's amazing.
So we know how these things roll.
So yeah, for today, we're planning on doing the triple nickel and going up and seeing the lunatic asylum and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Just waste a day.
Yeah. Triple nickel's fun. Which lunatic asylum are you seeing?
I don't have to stay here. I mean, I can go home anytime I want.
Well, you're going to do that here. And
right.
Just want to make sure.
And apparently there's like a old hospital cemetery across the street.
Yeah, there's some unmarked graves still that they're trying to identify, things like that.
Right.
People work on that.
Yeah,
all right.
it's nice
do you guys want? Yeah, same. Do you want some Hawaiian souvenirs?
The Ridges is what it's known as now, but it used to be called the Athens Insane Asylum. Look at that building, though.
That's crazy. We'll have to stop and look up some history after we do the loop. What a great building, though.
So I think some of it must be used today, because this is part of the college campus.
I'll go by this front and let everybody look at us as we drive by with our stick sticking in the air. What in the world? What y'all doing?
It's probably some kind of orientation.
Probably.
Did you know that prior to the Civil War, mental health was viewed very differently than it is today? In fact, the word lunatic comes from two words, luna and the suffix, luna being moon, and the suffix atticus, meaning of the kind of. They thought that mental health was affected by moon phases. Well, around 1868, at the end of the Civil War, when a lot of soldiers were having what we call PTSD at this time, a doctor from Pennsylvania who had been studying this stuff for about 43 years, Dr. Kirkbride, decided he was going to change that. And in 1868, they laid the cornerstone for this building, which is now called the Ridges. By 1880s, they had changed the way things were going. They called it moral therapy, where they had art therapy and water purification and a different way to house them, all kinds of different things. Then by the 1950s, medicine had advanced so far that we were starting to do lobotomies and hydrotherapy and things like that, medical practices, because we knew it was inside the mind and not affected by the moon. By the 1980s, we had figured out psychotropic drugs to replace all the lobotomies we were doing. And then in 1988, this place was shut down after a height of population of about 1,800 people, which was 3 times the amount that Kirkbride thought it should have at the first place. It had decreased down to about 200 people. So they were shutting the places down that were used to be called lunatic asylums. The state of Ohio gave this building to Ohio University. They named it the Ridges, and now it's used to teach students from all over the world. Gives you a new perspective on mental health, doesn't it?
Fast forward to today, and this building is now the Kennedy Museum. It's part of Ohio's museum complex, and it produces all kinds of transdisciplinary art that helps to promote the health and well-being of the Ohio University students, as well as the southeastern community at large.
Does motorcycling in traffic drive you crazy? Are you always afraid that some lunatic's gonna hit you and no fault of your own there's going to be a problem or an accident where... Listen, don't let it make you mad. Call Rick Stewart, 1-855-GET-MOTO. You can check out the information that I'm about to put on the screen. There's no reason to lose your mind over this. So get yourself under control, take a screenshot. Rick Stewart, scmotolawyer.com, 1-855-GET-MOTO, and keep your wits about you.
Yeah, that was neat. I mean, everybody likes an insane asylum.
I just like cool old historic stuff.
Me too.
Especially if it's photographically pleasing, and man, I got some cool infrared shots of that place.
Yeah. Old architecture is unusual, so it's fun to look at.
And I'm particularly chuffed that they've sort of left it. You know, if you go to the front, you know, they got it nicely manicured and stuff, but in the back, they've left it go wild, and there's like vines growing up the back and stuff falling down, and so yeah, it was really interesting in the back how it was more, I don't know, akin to an actual abandoned insane asylum.
Nice. Well, what's our next stop, sir?
Straight through the roundabout, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Second exit.
Mm-hmm.
And then off to the Triple Nickel, dude. We got the afternoon free. We're going to stop at the Triple Nickel Diner for some lunch.
Cool.
Which should be interesting. Our good buddy, our buddy Joel said that it was a good spot to eat and get some memorabilia.
Okay.
So I'm excited. Let's go for a ride.
Let's do it. Take the lead, sir.
Cut.
Cut. the travails of making YouTube videos. However, this happens to be a fortuitous little inconvenience because right when we were getting ready to ride on to the triple nickel, which is that way, my Senna says card full. So we have to stop. But that's okay, because now I'll have a fresh card. If you also want to do YouTube videos, please take into consideration that it all takes about 3 times as long to do all the normal things. But it's worth it. Store it away. We're off.
Well, this is the triple nickel, you guys. It's supposed to be a beautiful road. Joel recommended it. And we certainly have a beautiful day for it, don't we?
Man, we have been extraordinarily privileged with the days. It's not been cold, it's not been rainy. It's only rained at night.
Did it rain last night?
Not to my knowledge.
These are the kinds of curves I like, where you can still keep your momentum and have nice flow.
Yep. Without a whole lot of down and up shifting.
Well, it's at a higher speed. You know, you get on the tail of the dragon that everybody always brags about. I don't like it so much because the corners are so tight that you don't really have speed. It's hard to get flow. It's like you're working to turn those corners. You're not just falling into it nicely. It's just too much work.
I gotcha. Hello, Mr. Tractor.
At least he waved.
He did wave. Nice people in Ohio.
Well, he's probably a farmer. I think the nicest people on the planet are farmers.
You think so?
Uh-huh.
Cool.
All my clients that I work with, you know, I work with a wide variety of industries, from pharmaceuticals to automotive to medical, you know, doctors and lawyers and everybody. And the jobs that I do for farmers, they just are just, I don't know, they're so nice.
I wonder if that's built into the history of the agricultural society.
My thoughts are that a lot of it stems from the fact that family is important to farmers.
Yeah.
And they just have that mentality of, I don't know, treating people like family. And when I'm on a job with the farms, the different organizations that I work with in the agricultural community, they don't treat me like a hired photographer. They treat me like family.
I wonder if that also comes from the fact that if you are a farmer, you are out in the country and your nearest neighbor could be a ways away. So you better get used to having each other help each other when things get tough. And so friendly just comes as a norm.
Right. Agreed. Well, how about this triple nickel, the windy 9?
So far, this is great. This is like a roller coaster that you control yourself.
And the best part is, this is the day after Labor Day, midday, and everybody else is at work. We haven't seen a single vehicle. This is great.
For the birds.
Dude, we picked the perfect weekend for everything to be
closed.
Yep.
The Triple Nickel. We heard so much good stuff about you, and you go and treat us like this.
Labor Day.
Labor Day. Well, it's the day after Labor Day. It shouldn't be closed.
And yet, here we are. All right, well, I wonder what our second option here is in this little town.
It's awful, 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 awful. And then something incredible happens.
Well, if you're riding through Chester Hill and you need somewhere to stop, make sure you stop at Ron's Convenience Center. And you can check out this amazing vault. Deanna, I'm Chris.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
So what is the story behind Ron's?
So my husband and I started the store about 19 years ago. We were across the street.
Out of your garage?
My husband, part garage, part, yeah. So the store in town had shut down, so we decided to put something in for the local community and, you know, just to make it convenient.
Right.
And then it grew. And then the bank was shut down for about 10 years, so we decided to buy it. And the post office leases one part side of it, and then we turned the other side into a store and a sit-down eat-in place, and then we have the deli. And so it's been pretty busy and nice for the people traveling through. We have Amish homemade pies. They do them for, you know, several times a week and stuff. So.
Well, wow, this worked out perfect because, you know, we were told, you know, when you're riding the Triple Nickel, you can go to the Triple Nickel Diner. And we pulled up and they were closed, and we're like, well, that stinks. And then the guys on the street that were doing construction were like, oh, well, stop down here at the post office. Ron's is a great place to get some food.
Good. I'm glad they told you guys that. We are open 7 days a week. So every day I open at 8 o'clock, 8 to 8 through the week, 8 to 9 on the weekends, and we're open until 5 on Sunday. So we love to have all the riders, everybody stop through, check us out. So.
Yeah.
And we're on Facebook also, Ron's Auto and Convenience Center.
Ron's Auto and Convenience Center. If you're riding the Triple Nickel or any of the Windy Nine, make sure you stop by. Well, there's no gold in there.